Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back to my channel. If you aren't new here, my name is Dimpho Maponyane. I'm just going to be quickly doing my makeup on camera because why not? Yeah, I'm just going to be quickly doing my makeup on camera and just taking you guys through how having a plant-based diet in January, basically Veganuary, has been for me and how I've been feeling and all of that good stuff, because I got asked on my Instagram. I basically shared on my Instagram that in the years where I'm not pregnant, I usually do Veganuary. Although I started a bit late this year. We started on the 11th and we are going to keep it up until the 31st of January. So yeah, I'm just going to be taking you guys through my experience with having a plant-based diet. I do have blood type A, so a plant-based diet anyway is what is recommended for blood type A. So I'm just going to be talking you guys through that while I quickly do my makeup. If you're new here, please don't leave without subscribing. Yeah. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Prep Primer to prime my face. I don't think I'm really going to get into what I'm doing on my face. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I shared on my Instagram stories the other day that normally when I'm not pregnant, I do Veganuary, né? So I don't really practice veganism. I just eat a plant-based diet, right? So let me just say, in January when I'm not pregnant, I follow a plant-based diet. And because I've got blood type A, I've got Jojo with me here because she woke up just as I was about to start recording this video, and Use is gone to Limpopo. Her grandmother actually just sent me a message now that they've arrived safely, so we went to drop her off in Pretoria at 7 in the morning because she went to Limpopo, and we haven't really decided whether she's going to be there for a full 2 weeks, but I've packed for 2 weeks, or if she's just going for the weekend and she'll come back with her grandfather on, I think, Tuesday. But yeah, I think she'll probably be there for 2 weeks. Okay, but anyway, so in January I follow a plant-based diet, and because I've got blood type A, a plant-based diet is like good for, I think it's good for everyone, but especially when you've got blood type A. That's what you should be eating anyway. When you've got blood type A, you should be following a plant-based diet. Jojo, and I shared on Instagram that like the first week the first week I got onto the plant-based diet, I lost 2.5 kilograms, right? So I think probably that's why the people on my Instagram were interested to know more about what I did or what I was eating or what I was cooking. Yeah, so basically when you've got a blood type A, you should be following a plant-based diet. I get so bloated, constipated from, you know, eating meat and cow's milk and all of those things. I get really constipated and bloated. But I think unzima, like it's difficult to not eat those things because they are nice. So that's probably the only reason why I still eat them. And also my husband wasn't really pro plant-based a plant-based diet, so he wouldn't go on a plant-based diet with me. This is the first year that he's on a plant-based diet with me in January, and he's loving how he feels. He's loving that he's lost some weight. I don't know how much weight he's lost, because he had been, you know, running, and he lost, I think he lost about 8 kilograms from running, because we did gain a lot of weight from the lockdown. I pretty much lost the baby fat. Jojo, Jojo, my God, Jojo, no! So I just took Jojo to her dad because she was not letting me talk. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I use Maybelline Fit Me in 336 and LA Girl in, I think, Pure Beige to highlight. Okay, basically I had lost what I would say was baby fat when Jojo was about 3 months old. I think as much as you are probably going to look at me and say, "You're not Dimpho, you eat well," but if you've been following me on Instagram for a while, or like watching my videos for a while, then you would know that I love vegetables and I generally eat well. So maybe that, plus the fact that I was breastfeeding, plus I don't really gain that much weight when I'm pregnant. When Jojo was about 3 months old, I had lost the weight. Okay, so I'm just setting my makeup with the Yardley translucent powder. So okay, I lost the pregnancy weight, right? And then because we were still in lockdown and it was winter, we ate and ate and ate. So we gained a lot of weight. I think I gained about 5 kilograms. But the reason why probably people on Instagram couldn't see that I've gained weight is because I doubt pictures really show how big someone is in person. Plus I'm quite tall, so yeah, tall people carry weight well. And this is the Avon pressed powder. I think it's the darkest color. Avon pressed powder that I use to contour. And then I'm going to use the LA Girl blush collection. I'm going to use the bronzer to bronze up my face. I'm just using the bronzer over the contour powder. And then I'm going to use this light pink blush. Okay, I feel like I'm all over the place with the story. I don't even remember what I was saying. But oh yeah, so Undade Maps lost that weight. So I was surprised. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution banana powder. I know in my other video I said I'm not really sure about this powder, but I'm really loving it. I think also it's because it was winter when I used this powder for the first time, so, and my skin was a bit dry, so I didn't enjoy it. But now that it's summer, I really like it. I really like it. And I don't bake, I just set. I'm using the Essence brow pencil in, I think it's the shade dark brown. So when I told Ntate Maps that okay, let's have a plant-based diet for January, right? He had his reservations because obviously imnandi nyama, right? But it's not really difficult for me to be on a plant-based diet because like I mentioned earlier, that if you've been following me or watching my videos, then you should know that vegetables are something that I really enjoy. So I really enjoy vegetables, but I also enjoy meat. Okay, so I explained to Ntate Maps the benefits of us going on a plant-based diet. Well, firstly, for me, I would be regular. I wasn't going to suffer with constipation because I suffer from chronic constipation because I choose to eat food that I shouldn't be eating with blood type A, which is mainly meat and dairy. Yeah. So I explained to him the benefits, and he had his reservations, but my eyebrows are so dark. But we move. I'm just going to use the same, what is it? Why can't I find the thing that's supposed to go? Okay, but I'm just going to use my contour powder, just not really doing eyeshadow, and I'm going to slightly bring it here. Okay, but anyway, so I shared with him the benefits of going on a plant-based diet, specifically for me because I've got blood type A. But I do believe that anyone can benefit from going on a plant-based diet. And yeah, this is the third week. Within the first week I lost 2.5 kilograms. I think up to so far I've lost 3.2 kilograms. My colleagues actually noticed that I'm looking a little bit slimmer, but I doubt you can tell in pictures because, like I said, I don't really think pictures are really a good representation of how someone looks in person. I can pose in a certain way. For example, when I was like 5 months pregnant, I'd pose a certain way and you wouldn't even be able to see that I'm pregnant. So like I say, pictures aren't really a good way to see how someone really looks in person. But my colleagues are noticing the difference. Actually the other day was like to me, after watching my vlog, which vlog is it? I think it's also his third birthday vlog, where I did briefly touch on the fact that we are doing Veganuary. She was interested in like, hey girl, wenzani, like, hey, you're looking so slim, umkhaba uyehla, you look so hot. So she was really interested in knowing. So I just briefly explained to her that I'm just consuming plants. And then I got a question on Instagram as to what exactly I'm eating. So like for breakfast, I'll have oats. I'm obsessed with oats. I'll have oats with some fruits and peanut butter and almond milk, because the only plant-based milk that I enjoy is almond milk. I don't really like oat milk, or well, even almond milk, I wouldn't really say I enjoy it. I just tolerate it. So yeah, I don't like soya milk. I'm just going to use this shade, this one. It's the LA Girl Get Feverish palette. Okay, yeah, I'll have oats with some fruits and peanut butter. And something I saw from a Veganuary hashtag is adding dark chocolate to your oats. Well, I suppose you could add cocoa powder as well instead of dark chocolate. It would have the same effect. And I really enjoyed that. So my husband, guys, who is the carnivore, right? He says he's loving how light he feels, that he doesn't think he's going to go back to eating meat. On Saturday last week, we went to my brother's house and there was obviously a braai. So we did eat meat and we felt so like bloated and terrible after that. My husband was like, he thinks he's going to continue with how we've been eating. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so for breakfast, like I said, I'll have like oats, and then I do snack here and there because I am still breastfeeding, so I need to keep up my milk supply. So for snacking, I like to have some fruits and some nuts. There's this packet of cashews, almonds, and cashews, almonds, and raisins from Discount. It goes for 40.95, which is super cheap for cashews and almonds, and it's like a big packet. So we like to snack on that. And then for lunch at work, I'll just have what we had the previous night for supper. And what I've been cooking a lot is like a veggie stew or like a veggie curry. But what I always have is mushrooms in my stews or curries. And I love lentils and chickpeas as well, so I'll just have something like that. I don't really like the meat alternatives that you get from like Woolworths. I think another brand that has them is Fries. I think Fries, guys. I'll use the same palette, this shade and this one, to just highlight. Yeah, so I don't like the meat alternatives. I normally just try them out because I'm curious or interested. But another follower of mine said I should try, is it the quinoa and mushroom patty from Woolworths? She said it's quite nice, so I'm yet to try that. I also tried nuggets from Woolworths. Nugget, like, I don't know what it's made of, but it resembles nuggets, and it wasn't too bad. Shame we had that this other Friday, where I had been seeing a lot of like KFC ads on YouTube, and you know, the craving for KFC corner, but I didn't want to give into it. I tried those nuggets and yeah, I enjoyed them. My husband is obsessed with sweet potato fries. We get them from Woolworths. Yeah, so my husband is just obsessed with how he's been feeling. And I'll set my face with this LA Girl setting spray. Whew. Whew. Should I line my eyes? My waterline? Yeah, let me just use this essence. Gel liner. So I'm done with my makeup. I hope there's nothing that I'm forgetting, because Georgia keeps crying for my attention, so I keep going to her to check if she's okay, because like I said, her dad is sleeping. Anyway, so for breakfast, like I mentioned, I like oats. Woolworths does have vegan muesli, so I'll have vegan muesli with almond milk, because I do like my muesli either with milk or like plain yogurt, but I'm not really having plain yogurt, so I just have it with almond milk. And then for a snack, I'll snack on fruits and nuts. Yeah, or even rice cakes with like peanut butter and and banana. Yeah, I love that. So, or rice cakes with avocado. And then for lunch, like I said, I'll obviously have what I had for dinner. And for dinner, I've been cooking brown rice with like veggie stews or like a veggie curry. And if you want to use like, or if you want to have a creamy dish, you can use coconut cream, which gives the food a nice flavor. I used coconut cream for the first time this Veganuary, and yeah, it has a nice flavor to it. So, and also like I eat maybe like 5 times a day. I don't limit the amount of times I eat. When I'm hungry, I do eat, because like I said, I'm breastfeeding, so I still need to make milk in order to be able to pump when I'm at work. And my milk supply hasn't been affected, because in the breastfeeding videos that I've done, I have mentioned that oats does help with milk supply, peanuts also help with milk supply, and my mother-in-law is the one who told me about peanuts, so they really do help with milk supply. And what else am I forgetting? And for reference, I'm a size 36. I probably, yeah, maybe I don't look like it in pictures, but I am a size 36, 34, 36, but more 36 than 34. Yeah, I'm a size 36. So, and I've lost 3.2-ish kilograms in the 3 weeks that we've been doing Veganuary. And like I said, my husband is happy to continue with this lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that when I'm craving for McDonald's or KFC, I'm not going to eat KFC or McDonald's. I definitely am going to do that, because I'm not on a diet, or yeah, I'm not on a diet. It's basically just a lifestyle that I'm happy my husband is finally wanting to take on, because I've been so regular, you guys. I suffer from chronic constipation, and to be this regular for me like is anyway, what am I missing? Oh, in the days that like I wouldn't cook, because I think what I don't really like about this lifestyle is that I need to cook every day, and I'm not about that life. Yeah, I don't want to cook every day. So the thing that I don't like about this lifestyle is that I need to cook every day. So in the event where I'm too tired to cook every day, or I don't feel like cooking every day, we will just like order a vegetarian meal. We'll just have a vegetarian meal. And even at work, the canteen, they do have vegetarian meals. But some of the vegetarian meals can actually pass as vegan or just strictly plant-based, because the other day they had a lentil soup which was delicious. A lentil soup that you could have with rice, but I opted to have it with vegetables on the side. So the veg for the day was spinach, and that is an all plant-based meal. So we aren't being too hard on ourselves. When we can't have vegan meals, like completely vegan meals, we do have a vegetarian meal. Woolworths also has a great selection of vegetarian salads. They don't have that many options to choose from on vegan salads, but the vegetarian salad selection is good. So even yesterday on Friday, I went out to Woolworths to get a vegetarian salad, because I didn't cook on Thursday. Yeah, we still had leftovers from Wednesday, so I didn't need to cook, but it meant I didn't have lunch for work. So yeah, if we can't keep it completely plant-based, we have vegetarian food. Yeah, but I feel really light. I no longer have like back fat like on my tummy area. I'm not really sure if the 3 point something kilograms is going to be visible on pictures, because like I said, pictures aren't really a good representation of how someone looks in person anyway. So yeah. Anyway, the reason why this person asked me on Instagram to elaborate on what I've been eating and everything is because there's a video I shared on my stories where I was dancing, and I think the angle probably of my phone made it seem like I'm very slim. No. Yeah, and plus I was wearing black jeans, which are naturally slimming anyway, so I'm not a slender girl, guys. I'm not. I've got big thighs. Like I said, I'm a size 36, 34, 36, but more 36. But anyway, that is it from this video, guys. If there's something you want to ask, you can ask me in the comments and I'll be happy to respond to that. Thanks so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you liked seeing me do my makeup. This is how I always do my makeup, by the way. I just vary what I do on my eyes. Yeah, and I've got the Avon matte lippy in Au Natural. This is the only lip I wear besides the Red Supreme, which is my everyday lippy. I wear the Avon matte lippy in Au Natural when I've got nude lips on, and I wear this with my brow pencil. So yeah, share this video with someone who might enjoy it. And what else? Yeah, I think that is it from me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.